close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good wherever you are at the present moment in time. I hope you well, I hope you're fine. And tonight's Q&A for you guys. So, oh my God, everyone's on here. Vic, James, Briandon, Max, Simon, Janet, Simon again, Jackie Brennan, where are Renee? Hope you're well, hope you're fine. Good, good, good. Eddie, Aritnat, Wendy, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Hope you're missing him on Chris. Hope you're well, hope you're fine. Moonman, howdy doody. Good, good, good. Hope you're well, hope you're fine. I'll try and get as many of them done. Good. Tonight is Q&A night tonight. I'm just going to start off with by just saying, look, I'm really sorry about last night. And at the moment, the UK is getting battered with winds. And unfortunately, I'm on a satellite thing. So I just have to bugbear it at the moment. Hopefully, we'll hit the summer soon. That's if you want to continue doing these. That's, of course. That's it, you know, just make sure people want to do it. That's the main thing. But on the same token, yeah, hopefully the Wi-Fi will be able to sort its little head out, and little gremlins won't be able to get hold of me tonight. So guys and girls, hope you're well. Good, good, good. Hi, Jules. Hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Levi, hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Don't forget, guys, this is a membership site. And for those members, how are you enjoying the Facebook group at the moment we've set up so you can all intermingle? Don't forget the Hypno Lottery starts next. It started now on a Sunday or Monday. I think I said I'm going to pull the figures out, your names out of the hat, and then what's going to happen is you're going to be partnered up with somebody from around the world, and you're going to be able to develop a video with those that you'll be able to use on your social media. Okay, so I hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Good, good, good. Anya, I hope you're well. Dave, hope you're well. Good, good, good. And Jackie, big thumbs up for you. Hope you're well. Eric, hope you're well, my friend. Good, good, good. Yeah, like I was saying, that Facebook group, I've just done a video in there. Guys, for those who don't know, for the uninitiated, this is a membership site. You can join for $4.99, $8.99, or $90. If you do that, then what will happen is you'll get access to certain areas, videos that aren't shown on here. And then what will happen is hi, Paradox. And you can go from there. The other thing as well is we've set up a Facebook group that's especially for the students, those people that are in green that way, those people on green, those people there, they're all in there at the moment intermingling. If you are green and not in the Facebook group, get your bum over there at the moment. Go over to the go over to the YouTube channel, go find the video where I explain it all, and then go from there. So tonight, ladies and gents, is about questions. I will try to hammer them as much as I can, and then I'm going to keep Fridays as a Q&A night just so you can open up. How have you enjoyed it so far? Because we had Barry on this week. Did you enjoy Barry this week? And would you like Barry back for more? Because I've got another great presenter for you on Monday. He's coming in from the US. He'll be coming in from Florida. And he'll be discussing, let me just read this out. And I think Richard may well be on an aircraft at the present moment in time, watching us in the US. We're going to be calling it Automating Your Business. And we're going to be showing you a product that's automated his business, that's quite cost effective. Let me just go through it. I don't mean to be rude, but I just do this. It's going to be about how to set up campaigns that will send emails, text, voicemails that go out in a series, and how to put leverage in, how to steady stream reviews, missed call texts and stuff like that. Yeah, and there's loads on there, and it's for absolute beginners. The thing that we're doing on Monday with Richard Barker. If you don't know who he is, have a look at The Incredible Hypnotist. If you type in The Incredible Hypnotist, you'll see some of the stars and people that he's worked with. I've known Richard now for about 10 years. Just to let you know, randomly enough, we've both got the same backgrounds. He did British Army, then he went to the police. He was Kent police officer. He was a Kent inspector, actually, down in Maidstone, I think he was. Richard, I think you're watching. Well, he's flying at the moment from Florida. But on the same token, he then left the police and then became a hypnotist, and now does all the cruise ships in and around the Florida area. He does them in Europe, and he's made an enormous business. And what he's going to do is he's going to show you the product that he uses to do it as well. So there we go. Great. So the interview with Barry went down well. Good. At the end of the day, we got some backlash for it, but at the end of the day, there are lots of therapists in this profession with mental health issues. So we have to just take that on head, that they're not open to anything outside of their own little comfort zone. And, and for those people as well that got upset about me bashing scripts the other day, that's another thing. You need to just take your head for a shit. Anyway, there's that one out of the way. Good. So good. Barry was good. His technologies has a huge resemblance of that of David Snyder, present in my lead trend. I'm very good friends with David as well, and I think what it is, we all just bring our own little thing to the party, and I think that's really important. I took a lot of influence off of David Snyder when I first started out years and years ago. It just took me a couple of years to really build it up and get into a situation. The good news is, well, while I'm waiting for questions to come through, do say what you mean. Yeah, I will. Yeah, just take your head for a shit. So the thing is that it's always good when you do that on a hypnosis show for those with mental health issues. Right, so we should be going live next week with the Mevos. Everything seems to be tickety-boo at the moment. So yes, I've been playing around. It was a little bit silly. I went to Hollywood. Guys, first questions. Let's get the questions under the way. Did you see the EMDR gig with Prince Harry today all over the world? All over the news now? No, I can only feel sorry for those people that are involved in that. That's all I'm going to say on that. At the end of the day, EMDR is a glorified bilateral stimulation. That's all it is. And from where Grindler, don't forget, Grindler came up with EMDR. Grindler came up with it, and then Shapiro took it. Grindler gave Shapiro that to work with, and all it is bilateral stimulation of the eyes, and you can do that with you can do it with a little torch. You don't have to do any courses. If you want to do a course in EMDR, by the way, I've got a doctor that teaches it for £99. Really lovely fellow. And if you want me, in fact, who would like me to get an interview on with him, because he does cut through the shit as well, I will tell you that. But if you're interested in me doing that about EMDR, I will do. And then go from there. Okay. So but yeah, if you'd like me to do something on EMDR, I will get Dom in and we can do that. I've got my own personal opinions about it and stuff like that, but it's just horses for courses. If you want the certificate, you can have it, but don't forget it was Grindler that came up with it, and Shapiro took it away and boxed it off and said only doctors can do it. Well, only doctors can move your eyes left and right and look for a movement in your eyes. Anyway, that's all good. Right, good. Here we go. First one. Is it gin time? Yeah, only if you're going to deliver one. Good evening, Karl. How would you go about grief and loss of a loved one? How soon after loss would you recommend to start hypnotherapy? Okay, that's a great question. Okay, don't forget, guys, if I do miss you, if I do miss something, I will try and get back to it as quick as I can. Okay, how do you go about grief and loss? The first thing first is that I never delve into anything first with grief. What I tend to do is I tend to leave it, but give the client my telephone number. I think the key thing about grief is knowing that there is somebody there to talk to. And I'll be brutally honest, when I'm dealing with grief, I don't actually charge at the beginning. Some people may say, well, you should do anyway, but no, I just think that, touch wood, it's coming, but on the same token, I don't want it to happen, and it's a shit scenario. But the thing is that my objective initially is just to make them know that there is somebody on the end of a phone. And that sometimes comforts them, they're knowing that there's somebody outside of their scope, their family and stuff that they can go to and go work with. And then what I do is that I tell them to call back, or I'll call them back in a month's time. I put it in a diary. If somebody phones me, I'll just put the name, and then I'll just do that, and I'll just phone them back, or just text them and just say, how are you getting on? We're a month on. How are you getting on? I don't tend to, and I don't agree with a lot of people that start throwing techniques and ideas and let's go down there and go help in mass and go help the firefighters. no. All they need is a telephone number. That's all they need. They just need to know that there is somebody there to support. The key thing is that I never ever do interventions. Never do interventions anytime in 3 months, because bereavement is a natural process. If we get to 6, 8 months and they are still unbearable, it's still going to hurt. It's still going to hurt. But if it's, I mean, as in sobbing and completely derailing, then that's when I would start to think about doing stuff. At about the 3-month point, I will be brutally honest, what I tend to do is teach them something like EFT. Now, you know my personal point of view on that. Some of you will think it's energy. Some of you think it's unicorn stroking. Some of you might think it's self-hypnosis. I don't give a shit what your views are on it, right? It seems to work in certain conditions, right? But I tend to give them that as something that they can go to go work with, to start to go with about 3 months. I won't do any interventions beforehand because it is a car crash of emotions in there, and there's no point somebody coming in there and going prod, 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 prod. I give them things that they can actively go do, and even though I feel sad, I just feel I choose to feel calm, whatever it may be, right? Something that will give them something roughly around 3 months. I mean, you could give them the EFT. If you've done an EFT course, you could give them an EFT course fairly early on and just say, look, that's there and it may help you. But the key thing is not to go in there like an absolute crazed lunatic. But yeah, I hope that helps. I don't go rushing into it. Normally about 3 months, I'll start helping them out. You know, and in between, I might give them the EFT course just so they can crack on with it as well. Yes, and like Eddie's just pointed out there, sometimes things just need time. Hesham, have I just answered that question for you? Question: what kind of records do you keep on your client, especially if they're referred by a doctor? Do you want me to answer that? The only thing that I keep, and I'll be brutally honest, with all of my clients, is the till receipt. If you want me to sound like that, if you want me to be brutally honest with you, the only thing that I keep is the till receipt. I'll be, if I get referred by a doctor, which I'm going to be honest, in 16 years, 15, 16 years, I've only had 2. I don't really go hunting for those. You know, in England, people seem to think that the NHS is the pinnacle to go work for the NHS. I really disagree with that. I really do, especially for those in England. They're all like, oh yes, I want to go work for the NHS. I want to go work. That's brilliant. If you want to go help out, that's fine. That's brilliant. But there's always space for everybody. I started my career doing charity work. That's brilliant. If you want to go work on a palliative ward and do it for free, that's fine. If you want to go get what the NHS pay you is 80 quid and you have to jump through loads of shitty little holes to get there, then look, I'd rather see people privately and do things privately rather than doing that. In my career, I've only had about 2. I have not had many doctors come back to me. I'll be brutally honest. But then again, my business doesn't need it. I've got, you know, the NHS, the National Health Service over here, pays roughly 80 to 100 pounds from the last time I heard for them to send you a client. That I think there was even 65 pound at one point. Well, the thing is why would I do it for 65 pound? If somebody comes to me and they're that much of a mess and I'm only charging 65 pound, I'll be brutally honest, I'll do it for bloody free. I'll tell you for why, because I charge a lot more than that, you know. So, you know, I hope that helps. I don't really, the only notes I take in a session are up here, and the only thing that I do keep is the receipt when they pay me. And that may sound really unprofessional to people, but I'm in a position. I've just come from a position of where I'm just working non-stop. You know what I mean? I'm just working with people, and that's the way I work. You know, you don't see Paul McKenna or Bandler or Grindler or anyone like that taking referral notes on the stage and stuff like that. You don't do it. You know, if you're teaching, you just don't do it. I think you get to a point where you just realize it. Good. Mikkel, just come from your insider story. Great stuff. Just wish you just hear. Is it released? I didn't know it was released. Mikkel, I didn't realize it was released. The program I did the other day. Thank you very much for letting me know. Well, I take it's released because you were telling me nobody else really knew about it. So yes, so I'll go have a look at that in a moment. Thank you very much, Mikkel. Great. If you want to become a member, don't forget, just join us. There is a membership site where you can get loads of background stuff as well. Somebody said to me the other day, it's a bit salesy, Carl. Yes, a fucking sales site. I'm a business person first, and that comes first, right? If people don't like it, go subscribe to Dandelion's Weekend or something like that. Right, what's your view? What's your views on refunds? Okay, it's quite an interesting one, really, because in my career, I wouldn't say I've had a lot. I have had some. I've had some psychotic people that have trained with us, that have taken all our material and then asked for their money back and even gone to court with it as well. I've had one psychotic. One had a good case, just couldn't do the job anymore. That was fair jobs. But the other one was just absolutely psychotic. And it got to the point where we argued, and went to court. I had to give it back on a technicality, but on the same token, refunds, I never used to give them back, but now if they're kicking off that much, fuck them, let them have their money back. I don't give a shit. I'd rather just put it down. I'd rather give them their money back than sit there chasing them because they've put something in on PayPal and they've said, oh, PayPal, I didn't get what I want and all that. Because don't forget, PayPal can take your money off of you. Don't forget, guys, a client can come see you if you've paid on PayPal. That's why I tell all my lot to go to Stripe. Stripe is probably the best way to take your money, because PayPal, all it takes is for somebody to go, oh, I didn't get what I wanted, and they put it into PayPal. And if you don't put up a good enough fight, PayPal will give them their money back, and then you get blacklisted on PayPal as well. I didn't know if you guys don't know that. It's something you need to go look at. But yeah, I just tend to just go enjoy yourself, go enjoy your life, right, and off you toddle. I haven't had it done much. It's normally during the training it's happened. Like I said, I've had one person who had a genuine argument. It just felt wrong for us. And the other one, I did invested a lot of stuff into it, and I didn't go back, and I lost that court case. And the other one was just psychotic, and we eventually just gave her the money back, but it was just nuts. So yeah, but on the same token, you've got to remember the mental health in therapists, and that's something we're going to discuss next week as well. We're going to be talking about mental health in therapists next week. Consent form. Okay, David's just asked there, a consent form. If they've come from a doctor, the only time that I would do any paperwork, David, is when it's come via a doctor. And that's the only thing that I need to, that's the only thing, because don't forget in the way that I work, is so content free that I don't believe that the consent form, the only thing that the consent form is doing is saying that you can work with this person. If they've come via a doctor, I will do one of my little consent forms. But on the same token, I'll be brutally honest, I don't get a lot of them, so anyone who does come, I'm not really bothered. Plus, you've got to store all that information and stuff like that anyway. Evening, Hillary. Hi, Gloss. So I hope that, I don't want to sound unprofessional here, but you've got to look at it from this point of view. If Darren Brown was on a stage and doing some hypnosis, if anyone was doing all those type of things there, do you ever see them doing a consent form first? No, they don't. At the end of the day, if you're doing them and you feel happy and you want to do that, you crack on. I've just gone so far down the rabbit hole now that I just don't do them. And I'll just do that. Hi, Moira. Sorry, I think I pronounced that right. So I hope that doesn't sound unprofessional, but on the same token, the only thing that I keep to let me acknowledge that I've seen that client is on PayPal or Stripe. I don't really do PayPal. I'm really coming away from PayPal now, because like last year I was saying, then that psychotic one, they were trying to use PayPal, but it failed because we proved that they'd had everything that they wanted. But PayPal's like that. They will err on the side of the person rather than the business. So you could get that. Ludwig, is EFT to teach to cope with pain? Yes. Yeah. I take it that's physical pain you're on about. Yes, you can do. It's called chase. There's something in there as well called chasing the pain, where it may appear here, may appear there, may appear over here, may get all that. So you've got all that as well. Okay. So EFT is good for pain, and physical and emotional pain. All right. But don't forget, I firmly believe that EFT. I firmly believe that EFT is more to do with to pattern interrupt. That's all I feel it is. I just feel it's to do with pattern interrupts. That's all I am on there. Okay, cool. Let me just stick that on the bottom as well. I forgot to do that. Right. So where are we? Comments. I hope that helps. Don't forget, guys, on my channel is an EFT course. Is the EFT course. For those people who want to do EFT, you can get the certificate with me, or you can just go onto my YouTube channel and you do it that way. Either way, you do that. Right. They give you consent as by volunteering up, buying tickets and turning up. They give you consent. Yeah, I would say that as well. That if they're turning up, they're doing that. At the end of the day, remember, the only thing that I'm going to do, and before a client gets to my office, I will ask them about the contraindications. I will ask them about that list of contraindications. You know, narcolepsy, psychosis, drug psychosis, alcohol psychosis, epilepsy. I still work with epilepsy, even though that one of our doctors has said it's contraindicated. I believe from talking to Barry and that the other day, it's not actually, but we tell people to make sure it highlights them. It's the same as heart conditions as well, with people with heart conditions. You know, pacemakers and things like that, just so you're aware. That's all, you know. So by the time the client gets to me, I've already dealt with all that. Good. Thanks, Hillary. EFT course there. Right, so just that. So thanks, Hillary, by the way. The EFT course is really useful. I'm doing it at the moment. Good. Right, so just what this one there. Is there an app or CRM tool that you would recommend to store all client data and notes on? That is Monday with Richard Barker. On Monday, this is what we're doing. We're going to be talking about what's called, we're going to be working with CRMs, and we're going to be working with management systems that'll help you when people call. They'll leave their telephone number, or their telephone number will be captured on a system, and then it will then go, you need to it'll text them back. I'll be back with you in a moment. Some of the stuff that's out there at the moment is unbelievable, and Richard's going to go through that on Monday with you. So what we're talking around is that when somebody calls you, like if you go to the UK Hypnosis Academy website, there's a box that pops up, or a pop-up that turns up first. Loads of little things like that where you can capture pedigree information, that type of stuff there. Same as, everyone who's visited my website, the UK Hypnosis Academy, Karl Smith Hypnotherapy, or Mental Welfare Coach, they all get hit with a pixel. So as soon as you land on my website, there is this thing on there that captures your social media presence. It's called a Facebook pixel. Go have a look at it. And if you've not got one on your website, get it done now. Even if you don't know how to bloody do it, just get the pixel on your website, because what you're doing is capturing information. So if a pixel basically is something that when you hit my website, it goes, have you got any social, I'm doing it very lay personally. It goes, have you got any social media? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll keep hold of that for you. So what happens is that anyone who hits your website, what happens is that it stores it in Facebook. So then I can target market those people in future. So if you hit my website and not bought anything, I can then target market them later on. All right. So you may see ads popping up on my stuff in your Facebook feed. And the reason being is that I've captured the information. It's called a Facebook pixel. Go have a look at it. Customer relate. That's a CRM. Eddie McAvoy. Oh, hang on a minute. Have I missed something? Oh, what's a CRM? So yeah. So basically things like Keep. KEAP, very expensive tool, but on the same token, it's as similar as that. MailChimp and stuff like that, and then going about that. But we'll be doing that on Monday. We'll probably overrun on Monday because there's going to be an enormous amount of information on this, and then go from there. All right, good. Thank you, Sarah. Don't forget you can become a member if you want and get behind the scenes and get even more. Yosef, great video today, my friend, in the Facebook group. How do you recommend pricing now that I plan transitioning to international clients as well? To note that the cost of living in Morocco is way lower generally than Western world. Okay, my friend, but this is something I always say to people: be a global asset, not a village arsehole. And the reason I think that is I want you to think bigger. Right, there's nothing stopping you with seeing people locally, right? My prices went up. I think my prices went up today. I think my guys put my prices up today. The long story short is that is you could have, you could put it on there. I always say to my students, I want you at a minimum. I told somebody today, she's not on at the moment. I told Julie down in Adelaide today. She was telling me what her price was. I went, get your price up. I want it £99, $200 Australian dollars. I want it up to there. The key thing is that, you know, and I said this before, right? You've got to talk about it. Now, I understand, Joseph, where you are, and I can appreciate it's cheap around there, but there's nothing stopping you having a higher price on your website and then doing it cheaper if you need to. That's if you need to, if you want to, if it doesn't go your way. I think the key thing, looking at your social media today, is what we're doing for everybody in that group, and especially for you, at least you've got your YouTube channel up and now, my friend, is what I want you to do. Start getting loads and loads more videos up there. And in that group as well, start recording each other in our Facebook group when you do your sessions with the permission of that person, and bang that on your social media, because that shows, that gives you credibility. So many people have been caught out by scriptnetists before, people that have been taught with scripts. Yeah. I know I upset somebody last night by calling it about bashing scripts, but I couldn't give a monkey's fuck. Right. So I hope that helps. You know, put a stake in the ground, mate. You know, if you do that, if I know where you know, don't get me wrong, I love Marrakesh. I love the Atlas Mountains. I love it all around them. I need to come out there one day. I'll come out and meet you, because I do love Marrakesh, and there's Jamal El Fanair as well, I believe it's called. Yeah, there's Jamal El Fanair. Yeah, so, and the Katuba, that's it. So, but yeah, so, you know, you've got to start to build up your local presence and then go from there, my friend, all right? But yeah, so prices here are way lower than you recommended, than what you recommended in previous. So that the prices here are way lower than what you recommended in previous. Yeah, so the thing is that what I want you to do is just, is to start at a price bracket that builds your confidence up, and then work for international clients. Does that make sense? Make a name for yourself. I like the way you're thinking. Just go straight international, but build it up and build it up. Yeah, it's easier to lower price as well. But I do get from going to Morocco before that, you know, it's not like being in Kensington. I know that much. There's people out there with money, by the way. And you know that, Joseph, anyway. If you don't charge your worth, you're letting yourself down. Absolutely. You're not just letting yourself down, you're letting the profession down as well. Because, you know, you're investing all this money in yourself, but you're not prepared to charge, you know. Apple, a prime example. Apple today, we went out, and me and Andy, our training manager, I think he might be watching now, went out today and went out and bought the brand new Macs that are out today. And they weren't shifting on any price. I know that much. Doesn't matter how many you buy. Apple don't shift. They've got a product. They know what it's worth. If you want it, you can have it. If you don't want it, off your toddle and go get yourself, you know, go get yourself down the bloody Samsung shop. Good. Any more questions if I missed him? No, you're more than welcome, Sarah. Like I said, don't forget, if you're not a member, it's only $4.99, $8.99, or $90 a month. Don't forget, we're doing a competition in another half an hour's time. And somebody's going to have a lucky extra bonus, or they're going to get. Hi, Brenda, by the way, I missed you tonight. A nice thing tonight as well. Good. Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Karl. Love listening to you. Thank you very much. I've trained recently in hypnotherapy. Do you think another course is indeed maybe with yourself, or just add-ons like Kinetic Shift? I'm totally happy with the training, etc. But in the case of more bows to the arrow. Now, the way that I see this is, and I said this the other day, if you are happy where you are and it's working, I'll come back to it, Wendy. If you're happy where you are, then stay where you are at the moment. Don't go chasing around. But there's nothing wrong with you going around and going ferreting around and doing stuff. What I mean by when I'm sitting there watching people is that they go course after course after course after course after course after course after course, and they sit there and just go do nothing. They don't do anything, and they don't do anything with it. If you're happy with what you've done at the moment and you're getting results, then stick with it. It's where you want to go with it. Like Kinetic Shift. Kinetic Shift isn't new, and I make that very clear. And for anyone who's a shifter on here knows that is not new. The point being about Kinetic Shift is about, I'm showing you techniques that you can use in every session, but with a different way and a different perspective. That's what I'm doing, and building your confidence up with it, because certificates mean nothing without confidence. You can have the biggest, best fucking certificate in the world in this profession, but if you don't have any confidence, and that's my job is to deliver confidence. I couldn't give a shit about your certificates. I don't care about them. We give them out, and we all stand and give little things out. But all my students know that it's got nothing to do about that certificate, because there is no governing body in England. There's no governing bodies around the world. I've never been part of a governing body, and I'm telling you now, I've made an international career out of not being in it. All right. So the key thing is about developing confidence. Kinetic Shift is about that. Go and find another course that may resonate with your heart is where I would say go next. Like I say, work with passion, not profit. What do I mean by that? Ask yourself why you came into this profession, and then go do a course on that. Like me, post-trauma. So I went and did loads of post-trauma stuff. That really fitted well with me. Weight loss doesn't fit in well with me. I just hate it. I can't stand it, to be brutally honest. So I pass it on. Good. So I hope that answers the question. Wendy, I'm desperately trying to find it while I'm trying to scoot through. Could you do me a favor, Wendy? Cut and paste, because I think I've lost it. I'm trying to do this at the same time. Look at this, like a man trying to do two things. Oh, hang a minute. To stand by, I believe that is. Why is clinical depression, bananas, why is clinical depression contraindicated, and are there forms of depression you can work with? Well, the thing is that remember that when we did our work, Dr. Mark Chambers, 35 years as a general practitioner, worked along the guidelines that the NHS give out, and we give that as a foundation and stuff like that to work with. If somebody's depressed, well, like I said the other day, we all have depression. We all have depression. We all get depression. We have shit happen during our day. We might have a couple of bad days. That's fine. But then we come out of that dip. That's good. So we get it and then we come out. That's a natural thing in today's world, right? But it's when people stay in it and then go deeper and deeper. And like I've said to some of you as well, Gloss, I'm going to come back to your question in a moment. Like I said before, is that you need to, if somebody tells you that they're clinically depressed, they're probably under a psych team, and they're probably under medication and stuff like that. And they're probably being monitored. The only reason that we tell people that they need to just go back and go check is because if they're on medication and they've been stable and something happens and fluctuates and the psych team don't know about you, all the doctors, they'll go, well, what's going on here? And that's why we tell people to work with the doctors alongside that. That's the only reason why. Can you work with people? Of course you can. But make sure that you tell the GP, the psych team, the care team, all that type of stuff, what you're doing. That's the point. All right. Okay, Gloss. Hi, what's your thoughts on Asperger syndrome? Well, obviously, we're working with Asperger's. That's something I would want you to work with alongside the GP as well. Not really contraindicated, but on the same token, it's about, can that person correlate everything that you need to do in that session? It's all about imagination. Don't forget, like we discussed and I've said since day one, this is all about imagination. If you can get somebody to do tiny steps to do stuff, that's fine. Teaching their family members, EFT, TFT, other techniques and all that type of stuff, that's who you want to be teaching, the family members, so they can support them at a time of need. Because somebody with like severe autism, Asperger's, and all that type of stuff, they may go into a TISWAS and forget about it. It's the family members that need to be taught. All right. So when I'm dealing with it, I don't necessarily deal with the person. I deal with the people that are hanging around, the family members. Same as when I'm dealing with bereavement as well. It's the family members I'm dealing with. Yeah. Yeah, you're right there. Antonio, hello, my friend. Hope you're well. Oh, hope you're well. Hi, Carla. What's your case videos on MMHA? How much is left out of the actual course? Right. So there is. I can't honestly say, David, what has been taken out, because Chris chopped that up. My advice is, the only thing the thing extras you're going to get with it, because we've updated it and changed it a bit, are more about the emotional detox and the 7 stages of KS, and plus the mentoring group that comes with it, because there's a KS group that we've got that supports people as well. So we've got a support group. So not only do you get certified with Kinetic Shift, you go into the mentoring group as well. All right, my friend. I actually, David, I can't tell you what he's done. I haven't actually watched it because when I did it in Toronto, Toronto, not Toronto, Toronto. When we went to Toronto, it was just Chris just said, can we record it? So yeah, I'm not too sure. Sorry about that, David. I really don't know. But if you want to do KS, you're more than welcome to. I'm probably. Would anyone be interested, by the way, if I was to run a KS course, a kinetic shift course on Zoom? Who would want to join in? I'll do it. 4 or 5 hours of training with you. Don't forget as well, I've got the Mossy course coming up as well, the editing course as well. If anyone's interested. Thank you. Where are we? Oh my God, time's flying by. Clinical depression is a chemical imbalance. I suffer with enduring clinical depression, but it's controlled with medication and supervised. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Cool. So, absolutely. Good. Happy days. Right. Okay, cool. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll set a date on Monday for a kinetic shift course. If you've already done KS, I'll see if I can stream it into the KS group. All right. Pick me for KS. Okay, cool. I'll put some dates up this week. I'll get it all set up this week. Brilliant. Brenda as well. It says 4 of you. Yeah, good. And a bit of fun before. Brilliant stuff. Okie dokie. Any more questions? Yeah, Vic, you haven't got to worry about it because you're doing it on the diploma. Good. Don't forget, guys, while we've got a pause in it, about this is a membership site. If you want to join, just let us know. KS refresher would be good. Yeah, that's cool. Get people on for KS refreshers. Brilliant. Good. Any more questions? Have I missed anyone? Just come back up to this one. If you do too many courses, you just confuse yourself. So, yeah, you're absolutely right about certificates. People get themselves all fizzy about it. I mean, to be quite honest, we give people certificates. The only reason we give them certificates, I'll be brutally honest, is so they can go get their insurance. My job is about giving belief and giving that confidence. That's the only thing we do. All right. Happy David. Good. I've done Carl's KS over Zoom. Excellent. Yeah, you did. Brilliant. Okay, so on Monday I'll launch a date, especially for Kinetic Shift, and we'll do it in the next. Well, it'll have to be in the next month because hopefully I'm going to be in Vegas, teaching out there. Right. Any more questions, people? Jules, brilliant. Have I missed anything? I'm just going through this. Good. Just waiting for more to come through. Oh, here we go. Yes, please, KS. Have I missed David's there? Okay, Briandon. Insurance went up. Who do you use now? Well, we're covered by 2 companies in the UK. We're covered by Oxygen Insurance. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's actually behind me. It's behind me. Oxygen Insurance. Oxygen and Towergate are our preferred. Some people use other people and all that lot. Go about that. What kind of insurance do you recommend? The only insurance I've got is slips, trips, and falls. I've got indemnity insurance for this place. What is a good way to create an anchor using Zoom? Good question. Let me just come back to that. I asked a question about insurance, and you mentioned it. Can we talk about it when to get it? Get insurance immediately, really. At the end of the day, I would get insurance because, like, I've got an office here. The insurance that we've got is the corporate stuff. So I've got my company insurance, but the other one as well is that one if somebody comes into the office and they trip over and they hurt themselves, that type of insurance really. The insurance, if you poke somebody in the eye, if you know the insurance, why is the insurance there? You don't need insurance until you need it. You don't need it till you need it. It's one of those things really where if you poke somebody in the eye and they get an infection and they start crying off and all that lot. Standby, yes. I mean, is the offer of £100 still valid? That is only for, let me just do this. that is only for, if I just do that, and if I do this, if you want £100 off of KS, there you go there. So there's the QR code there. Or in fact, hang on a minute, if I just put this up, www.hypnosis.live show. So if you go to that website there, that is my online training portal. There's an easy way of doing it. So if you go to hypnosis.live and then use that code underneath, then that'll give you £100 off the bundle, which is all the courses I've got on there, really. That'll give you £100 off the bundle, and KS is involved in that as well. So no, not for malpractice. Do insurance companies involved? No, I've never had it. With oxygen, no, I've never done that. Okay, Anya, what would you advise to a newbie like myself to focus on? There are so many things like KS, CBT, EFT. KS, Kinetic Shift, is just about 7 different products that will just boost your confidence and do that. Cognitive behavioral torture, I wouldn't bother. You can learn that in a book. You don't need to have anything on that. EFT, something to go learn. TFT is another one as well, thought field therapy. And I'm going to get Stevie Travers on here one night to talk about havening. I'm going to get him to talk about havening. So if you don't know what havening is, basically it's about rubbing the hands and getting neurotransmitters to fire off, oxytocin, a little bit of pseudoscience and all that type of stuff that fires it off. There's nothing really new in it. However, the way it's delivered is quite impressive. Good. What was that? Eddie's in music. Yeah, okay. Right, so I hope that answers the questions. Havening, yeah. Emotional detox, yeah. Sorry, who just asked me that question there? If you haven't gone and done, Anya, go make sure you go learn Kinetic Shift, emotional detox. If you go back into my playlist, it's emotional detox there. Go master that, and it'll take a lot. It'll stop a lot of pain. I'll tell you that now. Good. Where are we? Good. Yeah, Havening goes back quite a long time, really. It's just a case of it's been boxed off in a different way. So it's like sleep talk when we were talking about Joanne Goulding the other day. Sleep talk. Ravening. I'm not saying anything live on air, Eric. The thing about it is like sleep talk. It's the same principle where you're rubbing the face, firing off the oxytocin, washing the face. You know, I know somebody's been doing that since the 70s and rubbing hands together and rubbing forearms and stuff. That's all part of a thing called sleep talk that's been going since early 70s. But Havening has brought it up to here, and then you do down here. You can learn it online. You can learn it over there. Hesham. Okay. Quite an important one. Hi, Carl. Advice for dealing with clients with alcohol addiction. Now, this is quite vitally important that you get this one as well. Is that people do it because they like it. You know, they get themselves all fired up, same as coke addictions and all that lot. They get into a cycle. My advice is never stop an alcoholic straight away. Never ever stop an alcoholic straight away, and always work with their GPs, and always work with any other team that they're working with. Some people like Alcoholics Anonymous get really arsey with you. Oh, you can't, don't do it because they're in our cult. I mean, our club. They're in our club. Don't, you know, they need to stay with us and they want to keep them in that cult. That's fine, right? But if they're doing anything else, because some people want to break away from it, a little bit like Waco, they want to break away from it, right? And what happens is that then they need the extra support. My advice is if they've got family, get that foundation around them. Use that foundation that they've got there around them to start doing stuff as well, to be more supportive and maybe just forgive for certain things and things like that, you know. But the thing is softly catch a monkey with that type of stuff. So I hope that answers. Hypno cults. There are cults. There are some cults out there, I'm telling you now. How dare you? I've had that. Barry gets in so much trouble for that. calling people out and saying, well, this isn't new. No, it's not. It's brand new. It's a brand new technique. No, it's not. No, it's not. We can show you from 1960 where this came from. Anyone that there comes from sleep talk, children, stuff like that, and rubbing the hands and the arms and all that lot. But then it's been developed and somebody else has got repackaged it themselves. At the end of the day, Steve and Ron, they do a lovely job over there, and it's good. Joseph, is the term dark hypnosis a real thing? Well, it's about your intent, right? It's your intent. It's always about intent. If you go in with a good understanding and a good trained approach, if you go in there to do nice things, then no. Dark hypnosis, I don't believe that you can't do anything that you're not forced to do. People have blamed it and said, oh, they've done this and they've done that, and I just don't buy it, because it's your own imagination. And I've never known. I've seen squaddies, really good squaddies and that before. You go, just pretend that it's a joint, and they've gone, no, I'm not doing it, because it's against their beliefs. Hypno cults, absolutely. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Right, so we are back to chats. Hillary, there's nothing new on the planet. No, there's not. There's not. It's just refurbished. And at the end of the day, we throw a little bit of pseudoscience around it, repackage it. It's only what Wossies do. It's only what fashion designers do. It's only what fashion designers do. Just repackage shit. That's all it is. And they might do a little and then just stick a little quill on it, to make it do like that. Yeah, Havening. But have a look at Joanna Goulding's Sleep Talk for Children. I think she developed that in the early 70s, and that goes down that route there, David. Go have a look at that. Another key thing. Eric, I agree on alcohol and medical detox is often required. After that, who the hell would want to keep saying that they're alcoholics, even if they have addicts? Yeah, absolutely. When people are sitting there in a whirlpool of vomit and visceral bile and they sit there swimming around it each week, they're never going to get out of it. All right. And that's the key thing there. All right. Hillary, go have a look at Sleep Talk for Children by Joanna Goulding, Goulding. She did it in the early 70s. What made you decide to do content-free hypnosis sessions? After realizing that the issue is never the issue. If you ask a client what you think it is, even Paul, if you ask a client what they think it is, it's never the issue. So if a client comes in with anxiety, it's got nothing to do with anxiety. Somebody comes in with weight loss, it's got nothing to do with weight loss. Somebody comes in with phantom limb pain, it's got even though the limb's missing, there's other things that are going on. So the reason I do content free is because I realized that the consultations were wasting my time and their time. The reason being is that the issue is never the issue, and the subconscious, unconscious monkey brain, if you want to use any of those models, holds all the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. So the emotional detox, in a way, is to open that up and blow it all out. That's the point. It's to allow the subconscious, unconscious to let go of what it wants to do, not what we think you want to do. That's why I made that comment the other day about psychotherapists. As a hypnotist, our job is to shut up. A psychotherapist is to talk in some spaces. Lots of them like to talk. Not all of them, but some of them. And my point being that is about doing that. The issue is never the issue. Best piece of info for all new hypnotherapists. Absolutely. I don't know what it is. You've got to go back into Facebook, by the way, and go use that. Good. Where are we here, David? If a client reacts, but if a client reacts negatively with Haven's, deal with the reactions there and then. Absolutely. Yeah, you do, yeah. Jackie Barber, do you personally use any regression in your sessions? The only thing that I do is I don't bother with any regress to cause. When we start getting people through the door and I get people that want to work with this. Oh, by the way, next week I'm doing a live session here, Stop Smoking. Who's up for that? Stop smoking session with a person in the studio, and I'm going to start them on Sunday. So I'm going to meet them on Sunday and do the pre-talk video with them. So you're going to see what I say to them on the 7 days. Don't forget, with smoking, I start 7 days away, and on that first initial interview, we're going to record that for you. 7 days later, we're going live in here. Who fancies that? Okay, I have an associate who says that she was sat in her house when she heard gunshots outside in a relatively quiet neighborhood. She stayed quiet in her home until she saw the police lights go through the window. Probably. It wouldn't bother me because I used to be on firearms, so I don't think you have taken on any Groovian type technologies. Mindscaping by Mike Mandel. Yeah. Mike's. Yeah, I had Mike here. I had Mike here teaching mindscaping. The issue is never the issue. Yes, Deb, I can. Good. Get some. Okay, paradox. At the end of the day, it's about time on that as well. What I would say is about there's gunshots outside your house. You've seen something horrific. It's about the disassociation from there and just calming it all down. There's a lot more to that, but on the same token, if you go look at the emotional detox and some of the other techniques, maybe timeline therapy, things like that, whatever works. I mean, we say techniques is all bullshit anyway, but the thing is about that, right? So, but it's about disassociating that scenario. That image will always be with her. It's about changing the flavor and the taste and the smell of it. Go do the emotional detox first and then do some disassociation paradox. Hi Carl, ideas and contents for your YouTube channel. Okay. Hi Carl, ideas for contents for your YouTube channel. Well, first off, guys, my backside's gone numb. Okay, first off, what I'm going to say about content for your YouTube channel. Go to a website called Answer the Public, right? Go to Answer the Public. Okay, go to a website called Answer the Public. Right, on there, type in hypnosis and it'll give you a list of things that people are searching at. Okay, it'll give you a list of things that that people are actually looking for on the internet at the moment. And so if you type in hypnosis and hypnotherapy, it'll just tell you what they are. There's some great videos that you can pull out of that. The other thing as well is to watch Facebook groups by those people that have been taught with scripts asking questions. That's another thing as well, because people will be looking for the answers on that. Go to Facebook groups, write down what people are asking for, because they've been taught with bloody scripts, and then do videos on those. Do some hypnosis inductions, that type of thing. You could do that. You could you could go around that way there. But yeah, just go to, if you go to Answer the Public, there's a website there and it will give you all of those things there. Jules, the demonstration will probably be on Monday. We've got Richard. Tuesday will be demonstration. All right, demo night. All right, where I'm going to be talking about how to deliver a demonstration to a gymnasium and stuff like that. And I'm going to do it directly to the camera as though you're my people. All right, and then go from there. So that's Tuesday. So Monday's Richard, Tuesday demonstration. Paradox, like I said, do some disassociation work, and time is what I would say. Just give her a bit of time. It's one of those things. It's horses for courses. It's really hard unless I'm sat there with the person and it's all well and good me saying, use this technique, this technique. Do the emotional detox first that's on this YouTube channel. Trial with that. See how you get on with that. And if it disassociates, if it doesn't, there's plenty of disassociation techniques that you can use. Yeah, mind scraping, bit of mind scraping, and we'll go from there. Good. Happy days. Just making sure I'm not missing anyone here. I'm trying my best, folks. I'm trying my best. Trying. Do we need insurance for online sessions? No. If you're in, by the way, I'm saying some of this stuff. If you're in one of these made up organizations, they may put parameters around you, but they're all made up parameters. And they're not like they're there to protect you, because they've got no legal, clinical or medical governance. So they don't know either. if that helps. Asperger's. Oh my God, there's so many messages tonight. My computer's just trying to catch up. Good. Yeah, so Monday night is going to be with Richard Barker. Tuesday is going to be with me. And then we'll fill in the voids for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is always going to be Q&As from now on, so we can finish them off nice and easy. Good. Okay. Any more questions? Have I answered enough? Are you enjoying these still, by the way? Are you enjoying the Q&As? Everyone enjoying the Q&As? Did you answer mine? Jackie Barber. Sounds great. No, you're going to have to cut and paste it, Jackie. Good. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that Monday with him and all of that. Good. Ooh. So many people trying to contact me while I'm on here. I'm not going to repeat that. Good. I'm going to be talking about. Got a dash. Nice one, Wendy. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend. See you on Sunday. Yes, see you Sunday. Funny thing, the made-up organisations recommend specific insurance companies. Yeah, I wonder why they do that. Yeah, doesn't make a difference. Oxygen are the company that we go with, and they give everything that we need to as well. Good. Hello, Colette. Hello, gorgeous. Hope you're well, darling. Hope you're well over in lovely Hollanda. Hope you're well. Hope the boys are well, lovely. Good, yeah. You can get it in MHA. Okay, cool. Hi, Colette. Right then. So, any more questions? Any more questions? Don't forget, guys, if you want to buy KS and get £100 off over in Holland, what did I say? Don't forget, you can get £100 off the KS course if you go get the Hypnosis bundle. Go get the Mastermind bundle. Up. Q&A is always welcome. Good. Yosef, good. Brilliant. Very much so. Sometimes I don't know what. Yeah, it's always one of those things, buddy. You know, it's always one of those. It's always, you know, you just need to know what you need to know at the moment, innit? Yeah, good. Hi, Carl. I'm just in the door. Had a busy clients last 2 evenings. Watch your videos back in the mornings. Question: do you work during the day only, or do you work in the evening too? Right. Okay. So my website is split into two. So I do late Monday and Tuesday, earlies Wednesdays and Thursdays. Fridays I just sometimes leave blank and open canvas. The reason being is because I have to to build. I have to be able to do. I have to do enough for the other people around the globe. So like my Australian, my American clients and all that lot. So I do 2 early shifts, 2 late shifts, and then I leave 1 open. Sometimes on a Friday, I don't really get a lot on a Friday, to be brutally honest. I've had nothing today. So yeah. So it's all good. You don't know what you don't know. Exactly. Wow, my reception is worse than yesterday. I hope the question today is not a short time one. No. Is that scrolled up? Okay. Smoking cessation with tobacco, hashish joint smoker. Any thoughts? It's normally the nicotine that they're caught on, not. It's normally, in my opinion, it's normally the nicotine that they're caught on, not the drug itself. And don't forget, they're enjoying it. That's why they're doing it. So I hope that answers the question. Good. So I've asked for those people that have been on here, by the way. Hi, Peter. I missed you, by the way. Hypnosis. Right? We've got hypnosis. But what was the precursor? The first one to answer, you're going to get a special prize off of me tonight. What is the purest form of hypnosis? First one. Purest form of hypnosis. What is it? And what was the originator's name? Your question tonight is, what is the purest form of hypnosis? The purest form of hypnosis. And what was his name? No. You're getting what it is. No. And what was his name? What was the purest? We spoke about it this week. No. MLQA. Education. No. James has banged it in first. The purest form of hypnosis. We mentioned it the other day when Mesmer had people leaning up against a tree and they fell asleep. And the purest form of hypnosis in itself and its member and his first person is Franz Anton Mesmer. Franz Anton Mesmer, people. James over in Bulgaria is this week's winner. And James, you'll be receiving the Kinetic Shift bundle, the Mastermind bundle, which is valued at about 440 quid. And you've won that this week. So well done to you. So if you could ping me a message after this or during the week, then we will send it. The purest form was the original state of hypnosis came from mesmerism. And remember what I said the other day, we were talking about it, where people used to make people shit themselves. But on the same token, that's when we're talking about beliefs and structures, the purest form was mesmerism. If you've not learned mesmerism yet, my advice is go watch Marco Peratt or Rick Collingwood. Marco Peratt, Marco Marco P-A-R-E-T, Marco Peratt on YouTube. Or Rick Collingwood. Marco Peratt's doing videos every day. But we go from there. So well done, James. Oh, Joseph, whereabouts do you put that? Oh, Joseph. Right, I've cocked up. However, I'm going to make it a double bubble this week. Joseph and James. I've missed that. The numbers, they were coming through so thick and fast then, guys, right, that I'm going to give two away this week. Joseph and James, my sincere apologies, Joseph. Things were coming through so thick and fast that you went punched straight through to the top and I missed it. So well done to James and Joseph. Give me a bell. Give me a text after this and then go about that. Yeah, I know I did it last week, Jackie. And then we'll go from there. And I'll send you out the information that you need to know on there. Okay, guys and girls. So thanks, guys. Thanks again for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, go to YouTube, like it, go to Facebook, go share it with your friends, anything like that. It's always good, really, if you could just like it and just leave your comments. Like I said, Monday, we're going to be going live with Richard Barker. Richard is over in Florida and will no doubt be sat on an aircraft watching us at the present moment in time. He will be with us and he's going to be talking about developing your business with a computer, with a system, a management system that's really, really, really powerful. He's going to be taking you through that. He's going to talk about, I'm going to get him to talk about cruise ships and stuff like that as well. So we may do a little bit of a longer one on Monday, but if you want to know somebody who knows how to win, I've just read something at the same time, who knows how to make a business out of hypnosis, it's the incredible hypnotist Richard Barker. If you type in the incredible hypnotist, it'll come up. He's with us on Monday, very good friend of mine. He's probably watching at the moment. So I've got that. Tuesday, I'm doing a demonstration And we're going to be talking about the demo inside pubs, clubs, sports venues, and all that type of stuff. And then we'll be going from there. And then during the week, Wednesday and Thursday, we'll figure out on Monday and Tuesday what we're doing. And then what we'll do then is Friday's Q&A. All right. So, guys and girls, been a great week again. Joseph and James, if you could email me straight after this. James, you're a lucky bugger tonight. So, but the thing is that, well, in the end of the day, you both won. It was my fault. Guys, we will catch up soon. We'll see you Monday, 7:30 UK time. Don't forget, like this. And if I missed any questions tonight, I will try to respond tomorrow. I will try to respond over the weekend to ones that I did miss. I do like commenting. And don't forget, guys, most of you get hold of me. And by the way, guys, don't forget, this is a membership site. If you want to join our Facebook group and join us over there, we've got loads more training going on. All you got to do is just put in the $8.99 and become a member. If you don't like it, you can always toddle off. You ain't got to stay. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a membership site. If you want more out of me, then all you got to do is just go out of YouTube, go back into it, find the join button, click on the one that you want, and then go from there. Guys, I will be watching the temperature of my hot tub tonight, and I won't be drinking gin in it because I've become so dehydrated this week. Those in the group understand what's going on. Don't forget, guys, in the group, do loads and loads of videos for me. Yes, get loads done. Guys, on that note, have a great weekend. See you Monday. Thanks very much for everything you do. Thanks very much for supporting me. The 2 winners tonight, if you can contact me tonight, brilliant. Guys, as ever, thanks very much. And I will see you on Monday, 7:30 UK with Richard Barker, the Incredible Hypnotist. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, don't forget, practice, practice, practice. And when you finish practicing, practice some more.